Hello. Hi, everybody. I can actually undo some of these changes to the layout a little bit. Make myself a little bit less boxed in here. And there we go. Hi. Oh, we dabbling. Dabbling with the best of them. Welcome in, everybody. Mac, Al, Imp, Little Robot. Everybody's doing well. Yeah, it's Wednesday. We're gonna do some dabbling. We are in officially the final 7 days of this quarter, this calendar quarter, and the current, not rule, but vague pattern I'm aiming for is that I will only stream the development of each chapter for 3 months, after which it's all privately developed until I get to the end, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. So chapter 4 has a lot left. I am, honestly. I want even the people that are like really, you know, have their pulse on the development of Paper Robot and that are seeing everything happen. I want even those people to have something surprising when they go through to play it for real. I'm just using slang. You see. But yeah, I think even the people that are going to be testing the game thoroughly and will know all of the little surprises that the game will hold, I want there to be a little bit of, you know, something exciting to see happen. What is this one? Oh, right, that's the floor. That's the wood grain over the black. Yeah, chapter 5. We're gonna have some fun making chapter 5, I think. You know, maybe an unexpected way, you'll see. But for now, chapter 4. We're in on chapter 4. I want to have a minigame here in chapter 4 where we're doing shell game again. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the shell game business. It's gonna be great. So to do that, we need, you know how good. Oh, should I like have the bookshelves kind of fence in a little bit? Shellcatcher Pro, yeah. I can make this like how big is this area? How about that? How big is this zone? Okay, so this is 4 bookshelves is a sizable area. 3 bookshelves might be big enough for this mini game, but we'll go 4. We'll make this a whole little alcove. So the idea is we're gonna push this back. This is no longer needed, I don't think, because you can't really get up there. Not anymore, now that we've changed how this is gonna work. So we're gonna push this back by 4 for now. Right. So let's take all the bookshelves that we have. Bookshelf. Push them back. Great. We're gonna make this kind of like an out. You know what? Let's go 3. Let's go 3. I think that's more doable. Like that. They are, aren't they? As a matter of fact. Okay, so now we want like all the furniture that is not bookshelves. All these and the rug. We're gonna move those forward a bit. We're gonna tilt it a bit here. We're gonna get it nice and cozy. Oh, it's not quite fitting. It's not quite gonna fit. We're gonna make it fit. Don't worry. We're gonna find a way. Right, so we're gonna repeat this wall, but stretch it out a lot, including the baseboard and whatever else is going on here. Trim, gotta have that trim. All right, so see, now we get a nice corner that we can move around. We'll call that corner. Okay, yep. Now I can kind of just back that right there. So now we've got this nice little like L-shaped room, which is kind of cool and neat. Let's get this area looking nice and cozy. I'm gonna scoot this back and let's get these recliners in such a way. I do not want you finding a way to get yourself trapped in the level geometry, if we can at all help it. So that might be okay there. Let's push this one back a bit towards the wall. I think the idea we're trying to put in here is like someone sits in this big chair and kicks their feet up, even though it's like ridiculously huge. Don't worry about it. It's just a big chair. Okay, so you can get behind there. You can't get behind there. Maybe we could stick a treasure back here behind the couch, some loose change or something. This could be rotated a bit, be a little bit more usable in nature. All right, and so then you're gonna come over here. You're gonna see something going on here. You're gonna enter and you're gonna hit the trigger, and that's when we're gonna jump over to this mini game here, which is gonna be, it's a shell game again. We're doing it again. So let's pull up. Let's pull up room E2, which is the hay bale minigame that we're gonna kind of be doing a callback to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do minigame progress, minigame handler. It's gonna be very similar. See, this code was very much built for this specific instance, and that's okay. We can borrow from it a bit. So I do want to just know how this is supposed to work. We got the selector, X positions. I'm borrowing spaghetti from one spaghetti to another. Process. Set everything up. We move the bales in. That's the entire process? What is start minigame? Start minigame is called from the cinematic. Yeah, that's called from here. Okay, so here's our actual startup. We add some, we do some kind of slide in. Don't know exactly what the animation is. The hay bales slide into position. Yeah, there's some tweening going on. The pig gets plopped into a random hay bale. We wait until they're all in position. The pig pops up, plays a sound effect. We wait, and then we do a shuffle loop. One time. We do one time shuffle. Okay, it's all awaits. That's how this is done. It's not a process. It's all done on timers. Okay, that's fine. So we do a single shuffle loop. We wait until it's done. So trigger single shuffle is doing, yeah, it's doing all this asynchronously. It's saying trigger, queue up this movement, trigger this, create this tween of moving things around. Yeah, move this veil over here, move that veil over there. That's what it's doing. Move the hay bales around. And scoot them to the correct X positions. Scoot the other bales into position, which is, yep, do that. Okay, so that's a single movement of hay bales. So it's saying, do this, wait the amount of time it takes to shuffle, to move one hay bale over another. Change the shuffle duration so it's speeding up as it goes. Increment our counter.
I'm in space.
I'm proud of you, son.
Dad, are you space?
Yes, now we are a family again.
And then if we have, and then we've awaited the time for one shuffle to complete. If we have not shuffled enough yet, repeat this loop, which again is happening asynchronously. It's not all happening in one block of, iteration. Oh wow, look at those posies. Thank you for the posy party. Pose got a haircut. Pose got her grooming appointment today. She's looking good. And then once all the shuffle count is done, then we unlock the select menu and we make the cursor visible. And the select menu is where you can choose, which one's which. As far as I know, she was well behaved at the groomers. When she got back, all right, place your bets. What did Posey do? What did Posey eat? Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Chair, good choice, good choice. Oh my gosh, Theron. 47 months.
Whatever happened to Hype Train Luigi Dobbs? I think he should make a return. Also, that's almost a year.
Hype trains still exist, but they were set at like 2 events, and like the cycle of subs, like that just always happens. That a lot of people happen to sub and resub on the same day, so it basically just happened multiple times a month, and it felt like it wasn't special anymore. So I bumped it up to 5 events, which can still happen, but I think at least 50% of the people here are happy that it happens less. You know what? Posey's never really gotten into shoes. Really weird. It was an ice pack that I got years ago when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Now she will. Luigi.
Luigi.
Al, thank you for 52 months. That's incredible. That's almost a year. It was a nice ice pack. That was like a jaw one from the oral surgery. Well, don't worry, we got it. We got it from her, but she did crack it open. I appreciate the concern, though, Mac. It feels like every time we describe something that Posey did, I appreciate the concern. Yeah.
She's good.
She's good. I mean, I know it's like she eats the electronic components of an electric blanket. It's like, yes, I know that's not something she should do, and I know that's bad. We stopped her. The wires definitely seem like the most dangerous. The 13 croissants. Oh no. She's gonna have a really bad time with that. I had a bad time with that. Yeah, Posey's stomach is in control of things. Oh, it's easy for you to say, Theron. That's when you were gonna resub anyway. Man, 47 months, 52 months. Everyone's gonna resub at once to try and trigger a hype train.
Oh.
Christmas in July. It's like Christmas morning. Yeah, Posey sure does like eating things. Particular set of skills. A particular set of skills. Oh, there it is, the XR hand modifier. We got it. I was just telling Lag today. It was talking about doing VR stuff in Godot. I was saying the limit of my experience of VR stuff in Godot is that whenever I make a typo on Node 3D, it selects the XR hand modifier 3D, which is for VR hands. All right. Let's get these in place here. What is this gonna do? High def paper. I don't think something being in VR improves the fidelity of the graphics. I don't think that's the thing. Let's hope not. You can't handle graphics much better than this. Okay, we need a vase. Okay, so let's get a nice one here. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Then like this feels like it's gonna be more of an urn, but that will work, I think. What can we do on a texture though? Classic dirt gray. With a nice, oh, look at this Ocarina of Time looking pot here. A little bit of a deeper color. No, more saturation, less saturation. I think we could go with an overlay. Somehow, like wavy stripe. Here we go, wavy stripe. Oh yeah. Do this. Offset it like this. And then give it a nice oh my god, just a deeper color. I think we can yeah, that looks fine, I think. That will be the vase. It doesn't need a hitbox, but we're gonna give it one anyway. But you're not supposed to ever be able to even touch it. All right. So let's throw that in as manner minigame. We'll wrap this whole thing in a state variable to make sure that in a little state container to make sure that if you arrive here after the minigame's already done, it doesn't respawn. It's gone. Okay, here. We're gonna say well to keep an eye on. The first minigame only gets you up to 5. We're gonna start you out with 12 right off the bat. We're not gonna change the number, we're gonna change the complexity of the spin, I think, with each subsequent round. So let's see here. We'll need a vase. Where I in total vases -1 because we already have one. New vase equals vase dot duplicate, and then vase dot add sibling new vase. Great. Cool. Now, for vase in vases, let's do vase container or vase array. Let's do vase array. So we will say that vase array dot append vase. So this way it just makes it easier to iterate over. All right, so now let's position these. We're gonna say base radius. I might make this more of an oval, we'll see. Just whatever looks cooler, but for now let's just say base radius 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Actually, yeah, a little bit of a. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Fanny Slim, welcome in. Hello. Base dot position equals vector 3 dot right times our radius. Base radius. then rotated by, oh wait, around the up axis at an angle of 2.0 times pi divided by total vases multiplied by I. So now when we walk into the library, we're gonna have a circle of vases. Oh, there they are. You gotta keep your eye on the vase that has the dust bunny in it. Oh, keep your eye on the dust bunny. That's the game. We will tilt the camera a bit, so it's not this awkward angle. It'll be more of a downward tilt, which should make it a little bit easier on the eyes. I think we might have done something similar for the hay bale shuffle minigame. All right, and now let's just do a test. Rotate speed 1. Sure. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Okay, no, this is gonna be super easy. So this can be bases. All we gotta do is rotate this by delta times our rotate speed. Let's have some rotating vases. Oh yeah. So maybe you could be in the middle. Maybe that'd be fun. Put you in the middle. Let the vases spin around. You gotta pick the right one. Ooh, where did it go? Where did it go? So we're gonna make it speed up, slow down, and then also we're gonna make pairs of these rotate around each other somehow. I think that should not be. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I would want to reparent nodes. Yeah. As per my last email. That's a good start. Trust me. Please don't. I hope this email does not find you. I hope you have escaped. Okay. So if I wanted to, for instance, do a little twisty twist, I'm gonna make a function called twist pairs. It's gonna be a one-off. We're gonna do a little twist. We're gonna do this with lerps. Oh wait, not lerps. Tweens. We're gonna do a tween so that we can do it asynchronously and just fire it and forget it. So first, we have to take these pairs of vases and we have to reparent them. Okay. All right, here we go. Container, node 3D, new. Simple. Simple. Wait, first. For I in base, no, for vase in for vase index in vase array dot size divided by 2. So we're doing this 6 times. Vase 1 is vases sub base index. Vase 2. Or would it make more sense to do A and B? So we don't have so many numbers to deal with. Let's do A and B. Okay, so now we're gonna create a container. What do you mean? Index for type. Oh, that's not vase array. This is vase array. All right. So we're gonna make a new container. We're gonna put it in vases. Then we're gonna position it globally. Because this thing is, everything's spinning around. It's all wonkadoodle. We're gonna say the containing. Oh, what if we had some offset? Oh, we could do some fun stuff. For now, let's keep it simple. We're gonna take vase A's global position. Give me my give me my IntelliSense. I know you're a Node 3D. Don't try to pretend you're not a Node 3D. Does Godot still hate typed arrays? Because I remember it really hating this whenever I use something like this. I have to do like, oh, array.assign because I can't just set it equal to. This is probably fine though, if I do this. Right, so now it'll know. Okay, good. Well, it was always a problem at runtime, if I remember right. It's like, oh, you're trying to assign an untyped array to an array of Node 3Ds. I'm like, but yeah, but it's full of Node 3Ds. You have to understand. I know what's in this array. So we're gonna say, okay, it's global position dot lerp to vase B's global position at a rate of 0. Let's do 0.5. This is gonna hit the books in the back. I might scoot this out a little bit. We'll see. No, I will. I definitely will. Scoot it out. It might hit the stuff on the side. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Okay, so change that, and then vase A reparent to container, and vase B reparent to container. All right, so we've containerized them. Container is now the child, and it's got 2 sub-objects. So we're gonna do that for all 6 of them. Then we're gonna do some stuff. Don't worry about it. Oh, also this needs to be 2 times vase index because we're going up by 2 each time. So we're gonna do index 0 and 1, then 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and so on and so forth. Then, after we do a thing, we're going to uncontainerize. Liari, thank you for the lizard party. So instead, we're gonna do for container in vases.getChildren. Or we could just store our list of containers and not have to make that call at all. Needless optimization. This is needless optimization. That is not going to make any difference in the performance of this. For each container, well, no, we could do it per array. For vase in vase array, vase.reparent to vases, right? Yeah. Put it back in vases. And then for container in containers, get rid of container. Q3. Okay, so this is going to What do you not like? Oh, it's an array of no 3D. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So this is going to put everything into pairs and then put it back the way it was. So right now this function does nothing. But now we're gonna make some tweens. Let's see. We're gonna make a tween for each container. Rotation sub y. Let's say pi. We're going to pi. Duration to and then I can set the easing to in out and the transition type to cubic. That sounds delicious. And then we're going to await uh 2 seconds. So let's say duration is 2 seconds. Plop that here and here. Don't want to have a repeating magic number like that. Okay. And now I'm going to say if input dot is action just pressed jump, then twist fingers. Okay, just so I can trigger it. Let's see if that works. So we got our spinnies. Spinny, 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 and then here we go. Ooh! You see what we did there? You see what we did there? It'll probably look better from above. Whee! So they're doing a little twirl in pairs. They're doing a little woo, woo. Now, right now, they're always doing the same pairs, but with a little magic. I broke it. Ooh. Oh, it's still broken. It's not going to be like that. Don't worry. With a little magic. We can make it so that it can do an offset of either 0 or 1. Now, is this inclusive? Yes, okay, good. So we're gonna say offset. And we're gonna pass that into the index here. And then we need to mod this. Probably pause mod it. Why not? By base size. Okay, so now it can flip between the two. So it won't always be the same pairings. Okay. Whoa! Something happened. Okay, that's the normal. That's normal. Pretty normal, standard. Yeah, wait, what is going on there? What did that just go around? All right, only do the special one. How about that? Okay, let me just... It feels like it's swapping, like, way over to the side. If that makes any sense. Base A and base B. Index 1 and 2. Swapping, right? Why would that do weird things? Take the container and spin it. Is this doing something weird? 2 times base index plus 1 plus offset. All right, hold on. Let's try this. Print these numbers each time. Okay, let me see those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 0. Yeah, that's what I expect. What are you rotating around? Okay. Okay, idea. Dumb idea. Every time we're adding a container, let's also add our good trusty friend, CSG box. That's kind of what I feared there. And then they get deleted. Okay, so normally, what I'm expecting to happen, which was happening with this, no. Oh wait, that's still the same thing. It's still doing the old, it's still doing it the old way. Did I break something by adding this? Uh-oh. Offset 0. This should be working the exact same as it was. Restart, just restart it. Okay, there we go. This is what I expect. I expect it to be looping around these pairs here. That looks great. That's exactly what I want. Cool. So, why is it when I offset it, each of these pairs is... Yeah, they're spiraling around. This one is paired with this one that's 2 away from it. Yeah, that's what's happening. They're pairing with 2 aways instead of, or 2 in between instead of 0 in between. How is that happening though? It's because the vases are in an order opposite that I think they are. That's what's happening. I'm expecting them to be in the same direction that they're moving or something, but they're not. So if anything, I would want to do -1, maybe. Okay, that may not have helped. Reload it. Reload this. Okay, there we go. That's that. But now zeros, if I do a 0, is it okay? I can't tell because it's not been reloading the way I expect it to lately. Unless I completely reload it. What is it about this file that's not wanting to reload? Okay, here we go. Now can I randomize between 0 and 1? Okay, that's a pair. Now it spins with the opposite. Okay. So now these can kind of shuffle a bit, which is cool and neat. That's cool and neat. Okay, now let's mess with this lerp value. Let's say 0 lerp. Ooh, that did some weird stuff. Oh. Okay, it's irreversible. Huh. What if it was 1? This one might be based on the offset, about whether or not it's viable. They're just gone. Oh, and now it's back. And now? Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit offset now. And I kind of get why. Oh, yep. And if it does the same one, if it does the opposite one, then yeah, it breaks it. Oh, but then it brings it back. And now we're back. That's fun. Okay. Paint. Bring out paint. All right, I'm in a circle. I have base here, here, right? Here, here. I could do a little bit of trig to like make this more accurate, but this is good enough. Okay, so what's happening is I'm saying to swap these. If I say swap around the center point, then it's not perfect. Yeah. You're gonna be trying to keep your eye on the right one 3 times in a row. Well, not necessarily in a row. It's gonna be first to 3 misses or 3 successes. In the case of misses, 3 misses, you'll have a particularly challenging battle. But 3 successes is all you need to win. Now see, if we zoom in here, it's not center point to center point. You'll notice that we are spinning on a point that's a little bit outside of the actual... No, wait, no, we are spinning here. We are spinning here. Okay. Our spin point is actually right here. Which is great because these two wind up in exactly the same spot. Yeah, what am I thinking with saying spin here? What am I expecting that to do? Oh, I'm wanting it to go here. I'm wanting to bring this one on a journey. I'm wanting it to do this dance here, where it goes from here to here, but that is obviously not do a 50% spin, right? That's our problem. When we do a 50% spin, our end point is over here, so they look a little bit disjointed. And then if you repeat that process, it gets worse and worse as it's going further and further off course. Oh man, I love basic trig. like it. I never learned the identities very well, aside from your basic like sine squared, cosine squared stuff. But like, I love me some trig. Like, if you look at like my old history notes or something, or any class that I was not enjoying, all the margins were just triangles and hexagons. It was a sickness. So how many degrees do I need to turn this to get it to go here, then? There's our puzzle. This is... right here. That is a 60-degree angle. And hey, look, it's isosceles, which means these are 60-degree angles. But we're actually looking for what? If I'm saying center point here, that's what we're looking for. Ooh. Do I see anything immediately obvious? I know that this is 60, but I do not know this yet. We may have to calculate it this way. We know that this is 30 degrees, and it is going to be isosceles. So we've got our angles here at 75 a pop. So that's a 75-degree angle there. So we're looking at 150 degrees, I think. Now the problem is, it might be the inverse of that. It might be, instead of turning it 150 degrees, I'm actually wanting to turn it around this way. Hey, Photon. This must look incomprehensible. What kind of alchemy we're doing? No, I'm just doing some trig. You should love trig. Is that too presumptuous? Okay, anyway, the answer is 150 degrees. Maybe. We're gonna test this with this theory. But only do this if offset is if offset. I hate the ternary syntax. I've mentioned before, but I hate the ternary syntax in Godot. No, good point, good point. All right, let's see him spin. Are they still? They're in a circle. Okay, see, there we go. We got off on a bad angle there. And if we do the same one twice, then it gets worse. And then if we invert it, then we get better. And oh gosh, now we're getting weird. Oh, we're doing quite a dance here. Okay, so what I need to do is check which one is working correctly. Because negative 150 might be correct. Yeah, it's going to be a little shell game, so it's going to get faster and just kind of add these spins occasionally, and then maybe do some different types of... So this is called twist pairs, is this spin, which is just going to be that we're going to take every even and odd, and we're just going to pivot them around each other, shuffle them. But it might be even and odd, or it might be the odds and evens. And because we have to deal with both, that's where silly things start to happen. So that's supposed to be our offset. So if I'm spinning, if this is my center point, and I'm spinning the guy on my left here, then I want to spin him 150 degrees in. If I'm spinning the guy on my right, though, I want to spin him 150 degrees the opposite way. But in both cases, it is 150. The 180 is for when we're doing the center lurk. Okay, so let's see. So this should give us same pattern. Should put us back. Oh no, now we're wrong. Why are we wrong though? Oh, does the parity change every time? It might. Oh, okay. Okay, hang on now. See, if you get lucky enough, it should go back to normal after a few tries, right? A drunk dog eventually finds its way home, but a drunk bird never will. It's gone. We're too far gone. I saw them! Okay. Every time it does this, I want to print the offset. I mean, if the offset was always the same, we might have the same problem. If I do 150 every time, isn't it going to get worse? Well, it's just certainly not going to get better. Enough, if you do enough 30-degree turns, we'll eventually arrive back home. And there we go. Okay. That tells me that there's a parity that we need to worry about. So let's have a twist counter. So let's say, instead of basing it on the offset, let's say if twist counter mod 2 equals 1, then spin theta times equals -1. Is that enough? Is that enough to flip it back and forth? Okay, so far, so good. Okay, so this is fine as long as we are only doing offset 0. What if I was doing offset 1, where we start mixing the odds and the evens? Do we need to flip it or not? Okay, well, I'm gonna say it's always 150, maybe? Seems like the case. No, it is not. It is definitely not. Well, see, that's weird then. Then what should it be? -150? Let's try that, because I thought that's what we already had with the offset tester. So now we're doing -150, and it's good. And now it's going to be doing positive. Okay. Well, then this should be... Yeah, if offset is 1, flip it around. So it's like, let's see here. Can we make this worse? Normally, we are switching this pair, this pair, this pair that you can't see, this pair, and this pair. But when we are offset, we're switching this pair, this pair, this pair, yada, yada, yada. and reverse it. Negative 150 worked when I just had it set to negative 150. So right now we're always doing the odd pairs, which seem to work with negative 150 and then positive 150. So negative 150 and then positive 150. Great. So offset is being passed in as 1. So if I say, oh, this is backwards, then maybe. Can't be right. Is it always supposed to be 1? No, is it always supposed to be? Okay, so now it's negative 150. Is it always supposed to be negative 150 starter? So negative 150 is good for 1. For odd. This is good. Change it to evens. And then we can see about having it randomize. Okay, I had my ternary bad. It's always supposed to be negative 150 to start with. And then go back and forth. Now, if I start flipping things around, does it get bad? Please don't get bad. No, it got real bad. What was that? What was that? Turn 150 degrees. Find your pair. So if my pair is on my left, then I want to swoop him to my right. My pair's on my right, so I want to swoop him to the left. Okay, now my pair is on my right. Oh, but I'm swooping him to my right. That's the problem there. Do I want to actually consider calculating which way I should turn? It could be calculated and it wouldn't be that bad. Because I have vase A and B, I have the pair, I have the point where I am using as the container's global position. So I have the position of all three things, you know, vase A, vase B, and the pivot point. Oh, see, this is just meant to be either the center of them, or I thought it would be cool. This is unnecessary. Change this to 0.5. Change this to 180. This is still fine to let it flip, but that's all we need to do. I just thought it'd be cool for him to swoop in further sometimes. Just let him spin. Oh gosh, what was that? What was that? What are we choosing as the center here? Okay, that looks good. There, that's wrong. You're going off by 1 again. It's this again. This was supposed to be, oh, the vase array is out of order. Oh, the vase array is out of order. Is this gonna? It's not gonna be good. Because we're flipping things around. Our vase array is no longer sorted. Okay. How about we do a custom sort? Hey, Ganked, welcome in. What if we just do a custom sort at the end of this segment here? Sort by what is it? Vases. Oh wait, vase array. That's the one. Sort custom. That's it. So now we need to provide a function. We're gonna return the angle between vector3 dot right dot angle 2 Oh wait, I don't even need to do that. I can just do a dot position, because it's not a global position that I have to worry about. It's just the position. Dot angle. What is it? Vector 3. Angle 2, signed angle 2, and then I give it a vector 3 and an axis. Okay, good. Okay, so that's our sorter, and then I just say minus b dot all of that. Oh, you have to... No, you can return... Okay, it has to be a... not JavaScript. You have to return a true or false, a Boolean. Well, oh, and it's in place. Okay. All right, let's give that a few tries. See if that looks okay. All right. Yep. Good. Okay, I think that's got it. And it's good to know that even at fast forward, I can still, like, until they spin around each other, I can track it. Okay, cool. We can drop the CSG temp thingy. That was just to help us troubleshoot that. Okay, so that's one of the things we can do, is we can have it do that. Let us consider popping this out into a function to be done at the start of this. Twist counter is no longer super necessary, but we'll do it anyway. So each of these events does need a duration. It doesn't really need an offset. This event does, because it lets us kind of recycle it, but have it be less predictable. So I think another event we can do is move all of the, let's say, evens in, and then rotate them at a different speed for a bit, and then pop them back out. And we'll call that a twist shuffle. And we'll give that an int as well of how many spaces down to travel. How many extra spaces to go. So we're gonna do it very similarly. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of making square dance moves with a 12-sided square. Higher dimensional square dancing, cube dancing. With 8 sets of partners. Hypercube dancing. Is that, hang on, I want to see if the phrase hypercube dancing exists. Okay, it has been said, but it's difficult. It's difficult to say for sure. There we go. Yeah. Okay. 2004. Dang it. Everyone's heard of Hypercube. Hypercube dancing appeared on the internet in 2004. What are the chances? Alright, so we're gonna do something very similar. I don't really want to put these into... Well, I do want them to all be in one container for the rotation purpose. But 22 years too late to explore hypercube dancing. There's going to be a single Node 3D. So it's still going to spin. And then we're going to take all the even ones. I guess we'll take offset. And then space count. Number of spaces it's gonna shift. Tesseract dancing. Yes! Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Reparent it to the container. Inner vases. It's gonna be our array of special vases, special little boys that we found here. We're gonna take these special vases. We're gonna put them in a special container. And then we're gonna do a sort of 3-step approach. We pull them in, we rotate them, and then we push them back out. So this is gonna be what is this? How do you describe? We've got our rotational duration, but what's that sort of outward, inward? What's that dimension? Not rotational, but like, I wouldn't even say lateral is the correct word. Is there? Medial is the word. Okay. Oh, and then lateral duration. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do 3 tweens. 4 base in inner bases. Ooh. We're gonna take its position and bring it in by an amount. Like 3/4 of its current amount. That's medial duration. So do that for all of these. You still don't like that, huh? Assignment is... oh, yeah. Then wait for the medial duration to complete. Then we're going to have the undo at the end of this, where it's going to do the reverse, and hopefully that's just going to pan out to be the right amount at the end of it. We'll see. And then we're gonna tween the inner bit, our lateral duration. This is not base, this is gonna be the actual container that's gonna spin. And then we need to undo all of our hard work here. We're gonna reparent these back to vases, and we're going to delete the container. Now, how far do we spin? Space count. Target spin equals. If we're doing one spin, one space over would be 60 degrees. So just do that times our space count. So there's our spin amount. And that's it, I do believe. Yeah, we're gonna have some parameters. This happens in the first version of this minigame way back in chapter 1, which you can try yourself in the demo. So it does two different things. One is every shuffle that you see is slightly faster as it goes. You can see that it gets just a little bit faster each time, very slowly ramps up. And then when you get it correct, the way we make it more difficult is we just add more things for it to shuffle with, which it's arguable whether or not that actually makes it harder or not, because that just means more chances for it to not be involved, maybe. Anyway, so that's the initial shell game minigame that we've got. This one, we're just gonna ramp up the complexity of the spins each time. We're gonna add more complex mix-ups. All right, so but I'd like to keep it radial if we can. Okay. So we're gonna do a twist shuffle. Medial duration, 0.7. This is GD script. It's unique to Godot, but it's very heavily based off of Python. I'm not personally a huge Python fan myself. Day to day, I'm usually doing more C# or JavaScript or TypeScript stuff. But it's fine. Everything is always involved. Yeah, I feel like a spinny puzzle, like one of these spinny games, it has its own different way that you kind of adapt your eyes to it compared to, you know, more shuffling. Never forget a semicolon, I guess. You can forget an indent, though. Twist shuffle 0.7, 2.0, offset, doesn't really matter. Space count. And I range 1, 2, 3. And we could actually ramp up the duration here based on this. But I do also want to throw this into here, and let's see if that really messes things up. I mean, it's not as much of a problem as it used to be. Like, editors are much better at that kind of thing now. Okay, let's see that again. I'm sorry. What just even... I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Just to make things a little bit easier. First, let's check the simplest thing to check. Which vases are being selected? Okay, good. They move in. Maybe they're rotating, and then they move out in the wrong spot. Oh man, there was this one time I had this huge block of code that I was always thinking, all right, now let's work our way through it. Let's run it and figure out which things we have to fix to get all this working, and then the whole thing end to end. Oh, it was beautiful. I just bumped them up by 40 centimeters just so I could see which ones were being selected, so I could visually distinguish between them. Okay. For 2 seconds, the container rotates. I don't know. Some number of spaces. Let's say 1 space only, instead of trying to do anything crazy. Now that should be 60 degrees. If I'm going from this space, I go in, and I'm going here, because this is staying still, this is staying still. It's just the even ones that are going in. They're going in, around, and out, right? In, around, and out. So that should be a multiple of 60 degrees that it spins. And we can add some negatives to that as well, as a little mix up to it. Okay, pop them up. In. Container is a new node that gets added as a child of the container. It's in the center. Do you have to do this silly little CSG thing just to see it? I mean, yes, we're gonna do that. I think that does actually help, just to see the center point. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected. CSG solves so many problems for me. It's incredible. Okay. Watch the ones that don't pop up, and let's make sure they look like they're going in the right spot. Okay, so let's kind of angle this so I'm right on the edge here. I'm going to put a finger on either edge here. Oh, I got... Oh, no, 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 no. I saw that. I saw that. Something moved that wasn't supposed to move. I think. How would that even happen, though? Okay, hang on. Take this out. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. You know what it was, guys? You know what it was? I'm still twisting pairs. I didn't take that code out, so it was doing both mix-ups at the same time. It works perfectly. It works fine. Okay. Ooh. Let's mess with this. Let's mess with this lerp a little bit. Right now, it's doing it as 3 distinct steps. Let's not do that. Let's go back to the hay bale minigame. We're gonna do. Here we go. Yeah. We're gonna ease out and then ease in. Okay. We're gonna combine these lerpies, and we're not going to await. We're not gonna have 2 different durations. We're gonna have a single duration. It's all gonna happen in one go. So it's gonna be much smoother movement and less lockstep. Right, that needs to be that. No, wait. No, the tween is getting fired. Yeah. We can actually just leave it back to its original position. So that means this can get a little bit more specific. Okay, pretty good. Now what if instead of doing every second one, we did every third one or every fourth one? I mean, actually that doesn't seem that bad, does it? Like that seems like that'd be really easy to, like if it was every fourth one, there'd only be 3 of them moving. Yeah, they are clipping a little bit, aren't they? We can change that pretty easily. I'm worried they're gonna clip in the middle if we go too far. Actually, no, we got plenty of room in the middle. Every 12th one, whoa! Okay, so we can further change this by making it randomize which direction this goes. Like not huge, but that will help. Additionally, the whole time, our rotate speed can be changing and then reversing. It can have a whole thing going on with it. Okay, so now we need to have a way of queuing up our round. We'll have a series of steps that happen, twisting pairs and doing the twist shuffle. Both of those things can happen. You know what? The twisting pairs thing is just like a more specific version of the shuffle now that I'm looking at it. Huh. I guess it is, isn't it? Ooh, going backwards is, that does add something to it. It's different visually, I guess so. Okay, so what if we what if we do something similar to this, to the twist pairs, we twist trios? I think just to add more steps to this dance that can happen. To add more steps to the dance, we would want to have a setup wherein, because right now, all right, hold on. Let's actually make it toggle between the two. Randomly. Just to see if this actually is noticeably, like, interesting to have it do both. Okay, I mean, there is something to that. Maybe, okay, let's add some difficulty to the twist pairs. Twist count. Which can make it extra twisty. And that can be something that we do, that like we ramp up with each round. 1 twist 1 twist is easy, but 3 twists, that's a lot of twist. 1, 2, see that was a double twist. That's a single pair twist. Okay, that's a shuffle. Here's a twist, single twist. Shuffle. Shuffle. Triple twist right there. Triple twist backwards. Ooh. Good luck with that. Cool. Okay. I think there's something to that. Oh, you know what would make this really mean though? What if you couldn't see some of it? What if like, oh, what if we like cover up a little bit of it? Just a little bit. And only during like round 3 or something. Like something falls over or something and covers up just like a little corner over here. And you're like, oh boy, now what? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. That would be evil. But I like it. Because I feel like you'd start getting overconfident by round 3. And with these shuffle minigames throughout the game, you fail forward. Even if you lose, even if you miss 3 times, you still get the item you need, but you get it after a fight. What is this? What is that? I would do something where they like split into 2 circles of 6 on either side of you. If it weren't for the fact that that would probably like really make it difficult to have a safe spot for the player to stand while this is all going on. I think keeping to the radial shuffle stuff is fine. I don't know what that is. I think that's from me pressing the button too soon or something. Yeah, look at that. I can really mess it up. Okay, I like what we got. Now we are going to make it ramp up properly. So those are our base bits that we can use. So now we're gonna add a run round difficulty as an int. So this is going to queue up a round of things, of twist pairs and twist shuffles. Difficulty is 1, 2, 3. So how do we actually set this up? We're gonna do, I guess, timers on this. So for I in how many seconds long is this gonna be? Let's see here. Let's have a step speed, which 2 is what we've got going on right now. So let's actually make it last a little bit longer for when it's first starting out, and then it's gonna ramp up to like 2, and then eventually much faster than that. Let's just play it by ear. 12 steps. Here, let's start with 12. We'll ramp it up later. Yeah, basically this exact code here. But the amount that it goes to is going to be capped by the difficulty level. After it does a thing, we're going to await the current duration. Step speed gets passed here. Wait, step speed plus like 0.01 or something. And then at the end of that, increment the step speed. About like 0.97. So it gets a little bit quicker, a little bit quicker, a little bit quicker. If I take 3.0 and I multiply by 0.97 12 times, oh, that's like perfect. Gets to about 2. Step speed is going to be 3 normally. So it's going to go to 2/3 of whatever. Say 0.25. So let's say 3.25 minus difficulty times 0.25. So it gets a little bit faster with each difficulty and a little bit faster as it proceeds. And then at the end of it, we're done, right? So let's run a round 1 difficulty, start to finish. Oh, also the spin speed needs to oscillate somehow. Here we go. So it's just gonna go. See, so far, because it can't do the multi-shift yet, it's not that bad to watch it. Whoa. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's kind of a journal page that's going to include a piece of a password you need. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's try a difficulty 2 round. And let's confirm that this is in fact more difficult looking. I mean, I've got my eye on the pot. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Still not too bad. It's just a game of numbers, really, at this point. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Number of steps needs to increase. Let's say by 2 each time. A big dust bunny. One of these guys. So their big shtick is that when you defeat one of them, it gives a strength and health buff to all other dust bunnies on the screen. So that's their gimmick, because it's like the dust scatters. Their base damage is like 1, and they have like 5 health, so they're a little tanky, but they deal very little damage on their own. The idea is that if you've got a lot of them to deal with, as you knock some of them out, the rest get stronger for the rest of the battle. the puzzle element, the intended solution is that you're supposed to switch away from the normal strat of focus fire your enemies down one at a time. You're supposed to bring them all down to as little health as you can without killing them, and then you can just knock them down, move, or just one AoE attack to clear them out at the end. Now, we're gonna make it a little bit trickier, and this is going to be a Mega Dust Bunny. The Mega modifier on enemies buffs their health and their strength a little bit. Additionally, is Mega. Let's see here. If is Mega, they get an extra move called Mega Enemy Summon, where they bring out two buddies of the same type, but not Mega. So they have the ability to summon enemies, I think once. They also are worth more strength, or more XP. They're bigger. Yeah, they get an HP multiplier, not just a flat HP increase. So that 5 HP is gonna turn into what? What is this formula? Clamp that to 3. Oh, triple. Ooh, this guy's a mini boss. Nah, 15 HP is not bad. This is chapter 4. You can do that. You can handle that. Okay, so Mega enemies have a minimum HP of 6, regardless of the original enemy's type. Yeah, this is turn-based. It's very much like Paper Mario, the old Paper Marios, mind you, because not all Paper Marios are turn-based even. Let's see here. Let's get some of these dust bunnies in action here. Put them at the farm, sure. We don't have any battle backdrops for chapter 4 yet. Where'd the sky go? It happened again. The sky disappeared. Neat. Yeah, these guys are not too bad. Apparently. Oh, they start with 4 HP. And if I could time the blocks on this. There we go. If you time the blocks on these guys, they don't do any damage. But if you knock one out, they get 2 extra HP and extra strength, which can be a lot to deal with. Now, even on a block, they're spitting out 1 damage. Use some special moves. And now this guy's got 2 strength buff and 8 HP, and you can see where this becomes a problem. Okay. All right. I think this is coming around here. So now we have a run round setup. I need to have the speed, the rotate speed vary a little bit. I think when the round is running, rotate speed definitely should do this. Yeah, I think it works out pretty well. Huh, it's getting late. We need to be considering a raid. Okay. Oh, we got have a lot of options tonight, too. Man. Okay. Well, we'll think about it. We'll raid out in about 5 minutes, I think. Okay, this works well. How do we handle the speed here? What we should do is we should have a target speed. And ad is starting in 5 minutes. Well, we're gonna snooze that. We're gonna snooze out until we end stream. We could set a target speed and have this lerp towards it. So we have rotate speed, maybe base rotate speed. Maybe target rotate speed. And we lurk towards our rotate, or move towards. So rotate speed. Rotate speed is going to do a move toward from rotate speed to target rotate speed at a rate of delta, which means it could double in 1 second. So maybe delta times 0.5. Slow it down a little. All right, so now we need to change our target rotate speed. So every time we get to this, every time we get through this, we're going to adjust our target rotate speed. Random range. Also, Excel is going to be 0.5 to start with, but we're actually going to let it go faster with higher difficulties so that we can switch our speed faster. Target rotate speed is going to be between... Currently it's 1. I think we could probably 1.5 up the speed and still be okay. So let's say difficulty times 0.3 plus 0. Six, maybe? I mean, that starts out at 0.9, then 1.2, then 1.5. That's our max. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna say somewhere between negative that and positive that. And it's gonna kind of lurch back and forth as well. All right, here we go. I need to put a minimum on it as well. So it's going back and forth, which is cool because it gives a lot of complexity, but it's fake complexity. I didn't add all these extra moves that it's doing. That's just a natural progression of it spinning at different speeds. But yeah, see, the almost stopped, that's no good. Ooh, okay, cool. At the very end, we want to set our target rotate speed equal to 0. So we're going to take this difficulty... This 0.6 at the end. Let's say it can go. Random range. All right, so right now, my number line I'm 0.9 to 1.5, but also negative. So it's doing this full block of possible speeds in easy, medium, and hard. I want to cut out the middle. We're gonna see how it looks. I think it'll look kind of cool switching between backwards and forwards. So what I'd prefer is something more like this for the easy range. And then medium and even hard can go like here maybe, I don't know. Something like this. I think that's doable. So our minimum. Okay. So we're gonna do minimum, we're gonna do random range. We're gonna say our minimum speed is gonna be 0.5. And then we're gonna ramp it up to 0.9. So we're gonna do 0.2 times difficulty plus 0.3. So that's our minimum. And then our maximum is already good, I think. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna multiply it by 1.0 if rand f is less than 0.5, else negative 1.0. I hate ternaries. Have I mentioned this? Ternaries in Godot, not great. Do not like that. Apparently that's just Python syntax. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. All right, so here we go. Boom. Start the spin. Oh my gosh, Chip. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I'm going to be raiding out myself here in about 5 or so minutes. So we'll just keep the train a-going. It's going well. Working on a little shuffly mini game for the spooky manor. This old mansion. It's got multiple difficulty stages. This is difficulty medium here. There we go. Okay, and then it stops. Oh, that's great. That's great. How was stream? It was lured in tonight, I assume. There can't be much left to do on that, right? I mean, it's at a certain point, every programming project, you reach a point where you're just done adding features forever. Where you've already solved all the problems and there's nothing left to add. Are you... That's too... Alright. Rewind like 5 minutes ago. Here's me five minutes ago. Hang on. Well, guys, we're gonna have to raid out here in like 10 or 15 minutes. Oh, let me see who's on. Oh, we got plenty of raid targets. Oh, this is great. We have so many people we can choose from. And then now, like, now you're all here anyway. So what's the point? What's the point? Welcome in, Randev. Thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh. Everybody, thank you so much for coming over. I'm Dobbs. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Dobbs. I'm working on this lovely little video game. It's called Paper Robot, where you play as this guy. Look at him. Let's go somewhere less dreary, though. There we go. That's good. Oh, cool. There it is. I just upgraded to 4.7, and I'm having some hiccups with some old libraries. Welcome in, Pixel Tanuki. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know where this is coming from. Shadow's a native class, apparently. You also upgraded 4.7. See, that's got to be a lot scarier on your end, doesn't it? What is this? Spatial Gardener. Oh, why do I even still have references to that? Why do we even still have references to that? Let's go to the hub. Let's go to hub then. It's mostly been issues with old plugins, to be fair. Even that. How about I do this, huh? What are you gonna do about that? We suffer. What if I just commented out this entire class? Ah. Absolutely. Listen, Spatial Gardener, we had some fun, like, 2 years ago. But I really don't want you around anymore. Who keeps referencing Spatial Gardener? What's our stack trace? It's not even enabled. Is it an editor script? It's not, it's cool. I'd love to show some stuff. If Spatial Gardener could get out of my business. I'm just gonna keep commenting out Spatial Gardener until it goes away. I love this. So Spatial Gardener, for those that are... I mean, I can pull up the Steam version, honestly. Let's just do that. Let's pull up the Steam version while I comment out more old library code. It was a good little thing for dealing with multi-meshes, which was like super finicky back in 4.3. I don't know if they're still super finicky, but it was for when you like wanted to scatter a bunch of stuff around. It really keeps coming back. I cannot get it out of here. There's the bot telling everybody there's where you can find the game. So that's good. How is this even still a problem? Oh, here we go. We got it. Pretend we got it. Look, wow, there it is. Anyway, this is the game as it looks like on Steam right now. It's a video game. Wow, I do want to get it to work just for real though. Oh, I turned the music on. It's a manor. It's a spooky manor. All right, is this gonna work? How? You don't even exist. All right, I gotta go places that Spatial Gardener doesn't exist. Oh, thank you, Kale. All right, let's go to somewhere pretty that doesn't have Spatial Gardener. Oh. Train yard. I love a good train yard. You're back. This is the starting area for chapter 3. It's going to be heavily focused on trains. Could you move? I want to get past you. Okay, he didn't notice me. Choo-choo! Well, okay, I'm gonna give you a super secret... she's right there. He's right there. Okay, hang on. Oh, ow, thank you for the lizards. Oh, I'm a pro. I got past him. Okay, so this is a fun little puzzle where the idea is you have to... Oh, right there. You see, you have to put it in the middle. Sneak peek at all the lizards that are in. So a lot of this game is about interacting with the world and spinning gears to move things around. And so you have to figure out like what is being asked of you, well, to get across to the other side. and then how to do that with what little gears I give you access to. It's very straightforward. There's a whole puzzle here. Is that locked up? 4.7 has some quirks I'm gonna have to get used to. Anyway, that's a little bit of chapter 3. A little bit of chapter 3. Oh, cool. I'm needed. Dad duty calls. Here, have this. What did I miss? Probably nothing. There was a super cool scene, and you did miss it. Yeah. Chapter 3 is the desert. There's a horse. Super secret horse. And then, lately, we're working on chapter 4. Oh yeah, I mean it needs some tweaking. This happy little place is called. This is the city of Iceberg. Please get it. It's Iceberg. Anyway. These little swinging fairy lights need to get ripped out and replaced with better code. Because they're very laggy right now because I did it in the most naive way possible. Yeah. I like these little blue flowers. I just kind of cobbled these together out of loose materials, and it turned out really good. Yeah, but anybody who likes the old Paper Marios, keep an eye out for this. It's gonna be another 2 years, but I promise you this game's gonna be really, really, really cool. I do all the art for this game. Every single piece of art I have drawn. Some of them by mouse, but most of them on the drawing tablet. And there's a lot of them. Aw, thanks, Kale. You know what? I'd say the art is getting better. I'm actually getting better at the art. Great to hear it. I think we need to wrap up here ourselves. So let's find someone to send everybody off to. That was 2 of our potential targets that came here. I do want to meet new person at some point that was recommended to me, but I think tonight would not be a good night for that. So we're gonna go with someone we already know, Imperatus Games, who is also working in Godot on an action RPG in the vein of Link to the Past. So yeah. Again, if you want to check out the game, the entirety of Chapter 1 is available for free. Right there. It's on Steam. Yeah. And I've got links if you want to keep up a lot with the development for whatever reason. Where there's a link to the specific Discord in About section. You know, blah blah blah, self-plugging. If you're very desperate to find more information about this game, it is out there. If you know where to look. Have a good night, everybody. I don't have a raid message. I never do raid messages, and I don't know why not. Say whatever you want. There you go, perfect. That's the one. Alright, have a good night, everybody. I'll be back on Friday. Bye.